shock content has a very interesting place in internet history. While its impact has arguably decreased over the last decade or so, there was a point in time when it was everywhere online. It existed in many forms, from websites such as LiveLeak and Rotten.com to images such as Goatsy and TubGirl, but arguably the most widespread form of shock content came in the form of videos. Early examples of such include the BME Pain Olympics, One Guy, One Jar, Mr. Hands, and of course, Two Girls, One Cup, which is arguably the most famous piece of shock content of all time, gaining mainstream popularity outside of the internet, even being mentioned and parodied in TV shows such as Tosh.0 and Family Guy. Shock content is very much rooted in pranking and trolling, with the purpose being to get an unsuspecting internet user to click on some nasty shit, with the subject being completely oblivious to the content beforehand, due to the title being somewhat innocuous. So in 2005, with the birth of YouTube, came the birth of reaction videos. As opposed to nowadays where we just cut out the middleman and have some middle-aged neckbeard watch gore while occasionally commenting on how fucked up it is, reaction videos in the early days of YouTube were usually done purely for comedic effect, in the same vein as screamer videos. These consisted of a person, or in some cases a group of people, huddled around a monitor, giving a blind reaction to whatever horrifically graphic video was popular at the time. These were insanely popular to do back in the day, with many of the bigger ones having millions of views as of writing this. However, while nearly all of the shock videos commonly reacted to are readily available online, one of the videos that managed to find its way into this subset of content is now considered lost media. That video is 3 Orangutans, 1 Blender. The very first instance of 3 Orangutans, 1 Blender was posted to YouTube on January 25th, 2008, by a channel titled Purse Phone Rose. A few months later, a YouTube user named Damonico would upload the reaction to this apparently horrific video as well. From there, more and more reactions to this video would go up on YouTube, with most claiming the video to be extremely graphic and hard to watch. Now, the video has faded into obscurity and has become lost. Or has it? Is this video truly lost, or did it never exist to begin with? Now you may think that's far-fetched considering we have proof of its existence in the form of these reactions, plus this wouldn't be the first time something like this had happened, as such is the case for the infamous Mario 64 Big Star Secret video. However, we have far more evidence to suggest 3 Orangutans, 1 Blender is less of a case of lost media, and more of an elaborate hoax. Let's start with the content of the video itself. Depending on who you ask, this video is anything from a horrific video involving 3 orangutans being brutally killed with a blender, to an innocent video involving 3 orangutans making a smoothie. The original description of the video uploaded by Purse Phone Rose reads, OMG, way worse than 2 Girls, 1 Cup and BME Pain Olympics. Holy shit, do not watch this, really! Which gives us very little to go off of, though it gives us a general idea of the tone of the video itself. The most in-depth description of the video comes from a now deleted YouTube comment left under user Hank Occasionally's reaction to the video. It reads, 3 Orangutans, 1 Blender is set in a jungle, at a camp with trucks, cabins, a giant building, and lots of men working at it, where a large group of the men of apparent Indian/South American descent, wearing yellow and green camouflage with a strange symbol indicating they are a part of some terrorist group or some unknown cult. They walk into a building and takes out a number of abused cage orangutans from a giant shelf. The men also had tattoos and were shirtless as well. It has caused people who have watched the video to have seizures, permanent nightmares, or commit suicide. Once they take the animals out of the building, they proceed to hurt them with knives and machetes and cover them in substances such as bleach and possibly lemon juice to aggravate their pain as they screech from it. After this, the titular blender-like machine appears, described as something similar to a giant version of an animal waste machine, but it is rather tall, black-colored to look more menacing, and had a balcony with a metal bridge connecting to the other side of it, with human remains being seen inside of it. 6 orangutans are thrown into the shredder with further bleach and lemon juice poured into them as their agony progresses as they die. At one point, the men turn off the machine to commit a number of other highly obscene, disturbing acts, such as defecating on their corpses from the metal bridge above, cutting off their own limbs into the shredder, and throwing their weapons and even human remains and clothes into it as well before they turn it back on. Some orangutans survived while some are still alive and screeching in agony, as well as it being a bloodbath of other things as well. Eventually, a ski-masked fat man appears and walking into the giant shredder with a chainsaw to kill whichever orangutans are still surviving. The final section of the video consists of the men taking the 3 last remaining orangutans and feeding them to 3 tigers, which eats their penises until they throw them into the... You know what, honestly, this is so fucking terribly written and so outlandish that I think I'm just gonna stop here. This description of the video is absolute shit for many reasons. For one, the whole unsubstantiated claim of people having seizures and nightmares because of this video is so fucking dumb it sounds like it was taken out of a creepypasta. Also, if this truly was the doing of a terrorist organization or cult, you would think there would be some sort of information or news coverage regarding it, especially considering the supposed size of this operation. There are also rumors that the supposed video comes from a much longer video, which is said to be around 3 hours long. As you can assume, this rumor is also entirely unsubstantiated as well. The well agreed on source, quote unquote, of this video is the deep web. Oh, yep, there it is. The best possible way to make your shitty video hoax sound like absolute bullshit is to claim it came from the elusive, horrifying dark web. If there's any doubt left in your mind that the lore around this video is anything less than a shitty creepypasta, there's your confirmation in big, bold fucking letters. And when you compare it to other deep web hoax videos that are commonly rumored to exist, such as Baby Burger, Green Ball, and most infamously Dafu Love, the totally real video by Notorious pedophile and all-around monster Peter Scully, you begin to realize this video, quote unquote, hits all the hallmarks of being a shitty hoax. Beside the fact most of the videos I just mentioned were made up by the infamous liar / totally real pedo hunter known as Takedown Man, the common tropes are all there. The over-the-top gruesome and borderline cartoonish violence, the overly detailed descriptions of the videos, the fact literally not even a screen cap of the video is available anywhere, the fact that it doesn't exist, it's all there, okay? And that's not even mentioning the thing about it being a clip from a longer video, which is also another very common trend when creating fake bullshit video hoaxes online. There's literally no solid proof this video exists at all. And to put the final nail in the coffin, we have the official audio track from the original reaction video in full quality. It's literally just a stock backing track from Apple Loops with a bunch of stock chimpanzee, yeah, not even orangutan, chimpanzee noises on top of it, all of varying bit rates, making it abundantly clear to anyone with a set of ears that the audio is about as fake as the description itself. I was unable to find a way to get the Apple Loops files onto my Windows laptop, meaning I couldn't find the exact audio used as background music. However, the chimp samples can be found on YouTube and are a direct match. So, with all that out of the way, I think we could confidently say that 3 orangutans, 1 blender does not exist and has never existed. The only question I have now is why? Why the fuck was this even a hoax, and why did so many people make fake reactions to a non-existent video? Well, that question is a little easier to answer. Now, if you remember earlier, I mentioned a couple of channels that uploaded reaction videos back in the day, namely Persephone Rose, Debunking, and Hank Occasionally. While Persephone Rose's channel has nothing really of note besides being the first of these reactions, the other 2 channels mentioned give clear insight to what we're dealing with here. Debunking and Hank Occasionally both have videos up on their channel that actually feature Persephone Rose in person, meaning they were all at one point IRL friends. This is further confirmed by a comment left under Chi Monster 21's reaction, stating they are a friend of Persephone Rose, and the whole 3 orangutans 1 blender thing was made up by her as a way of mocking and parodying the 2 girls 1 cup trend at the time. So basically, this entire thing was started by a group of friends as a way of parodying shock content at the time, eventually gaining enough infamy to have badly written lore written about it. So where are they now? Where are the creators of this awful trend that has fooled dumbasses for over a decade now? Well, Persephone Rose came out as trans and now does videos and live streams relating to her experiences. As for the other 2, they seem to have fallen off the face of YouTube. Personally, I believe they've been found and tragically killed by the monkey-murdering mafia, as some may put it. So that about clears things up. Anyway, join my Twitter, follow my Discord, and I'm out.